Stillwater is an interesting story about fatherhood. I'm excited to discuss this one with you guys, so let's rock. What's up? Welcome to the channel. This is GVN, where we review movies, series, comics, animations, and video games. Fatherhood is one thing that it's complex, right? I mean, I'm not a dad yet, but I'm looking forward to being one. But it's one that you will get right and sometimes you will get wrong. And the hope is just to always be there for your kids. And that's the premise of Stillwater. Directed by Tom McCarthy, our very own Matt Damon stars in it. Abigail Breslin plays Matt Damon's daughter in this movie. And when he started off, because I really don't remember watching the trailer, and if I did, I don't remember a lot of the scenes, which made it a lot of fun because it was a fresh experience for me. So he's an oil rig worker in the United States. He's a handyman, so he knows how to work on construction. He knows how to fix electrical appliances, plumbing and all of that. So he's a handyman, he's that kind of man. And so here he is, he travels to France and we find out that, he's actually there in France to visit his daughter who has been jailed. Now, clearly it's wrongfully, at least based on what we've seen so far and the way it's been established. And it was now a case of him trying to fight for his daughter to be released, And here's the thing. Now, even though here is on screen, we see him as the dad who is going all out for his child's freedom. It wasn't always the case. That's their relationship. They have a strained relationship. She was raised by her grandmother, so he was not really around. So now a dad that wasn't really around for a lot of a kid's formative years is now appearing and showing up when the kid is in their late teens. You know how that kind of a relationship can be. And it was established here in this movie. Now, it's now a case of how far would you go to prove your daughter's innocence in a country where you clearly don't really speak the language, right? So the way his life intertwines with the life of some of the locals, because he ends up befriending some of the locals, and the way everything just proceeds was something that I really enjoyed. I would say Matt Damon as an actor, from his time acting in Good Will Hunting with his best friend Ben Affleck, and then the Bond series and a couple of other things that he's done in the past up until this movie. I've really enjoyed seeing him on screen because his eyes and the way he acts, he can express that emotion for you. So whether it's anger or happiness, or in this case pain and sadness and grief, he expressed it a lot and very well in this movie, and it was one that I really did enjoy watching. There was one particular part in the movie, one thing that happened in the movie, I think towards the end of Act 1 into the start of Act 2, that just made me roll my eyes that, come on, why do we even bother? Like, why did he even bother doing this in the first place? Because, it was a case of you trying your best to get something done and it not being appreciated at the end of the day. But I could still understand the reason, from the other party's point of view, which is his daughter's point of view. So it's a case of an estranged relationship between the father and the daughter, and then how far is he willing to go to get things right at the end of the day for her, for her life and all that. So, there are movies that we know have a happy ending. There are those that have a sad ending. This one is sort of bittersweet at the end of the day. So it's one that you will watch it and you will say, yes, I think I'm pleased with this ending. It's not one that makes you just feel, yay, oh my God, it's amazing at the end of the day, but you'll be pleased with the outcome at the end of the day for all parties involved. I would say this movie was a good watch. It's one that I would definitely recommend. It gets a 7/10 from us here at GVN. Check out this video next, or this video, to see some of our other dope reviews on the channel. It's been Tech for GVN. Have an amazing day. Peace.